Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Juliet. My name is Juliet. Sorry, my name is Juliet, and this is Juliet Castle YouTube channel. Okay, it's been a while, and I'm happy to be back here again. So we'll move down to the business, and today's topic is how do we know, as in how to know when a teen is matured, or is it only when a teenager is up to 18 years? Nowadays it's as though that even 17 years are matured. Is the age, I mean the number 18, does it guarantee that a teenager is matured? Yes, we found out that nowadays, or this um in this current age, we found out that most children, most teenagers, even before the age of 18, they have developed this wide horizon in different aspects of life. But in as much as, yes, you would say this child is intelligent, is smart, he or she adapts to things, and he or she is creative and have a lot of ideas upstairs. But does it really guarantee that such person, such teenager, is matured? Come with me. Let's dive into this topic. Okay, I've actually made some research, and there are some points, or let me say keywords, that I'll be reading out here. Okay, I wrote it down in a jotter right here with me that I'll be reading out here, which is a point, and I'll try as much as possible to explain it briefly, because, yes, I don't like having a long video, okay? Because I know that your data is subscribed and all that, but in as much as the video won't be too short, it will also not be too long. But nevertheless, we'll move over to what we have here. So, number one, first, they said, okay, you discuss ideas and not people. Hmm, this is very, very deep. You discuss ideas and not people. Yes, I believe that. Why? Because you find out that teenagers of nowadays, whenever you see them together, maybe boys together, grading it over 100, as for the males, the boys, you find out that most of their discussions, grading it over 100, like I said, would be 50-50. Let me not say 40-60. As per, let me just balance it, because you find out that most of them, for the males, like I said initially, most of them will be discussing how they found a new girlfriend, or how their girlfriend is cheating on them. It's more of relationship, sexual relationship, that they are talking more of. Please don't misunderstand me. That does not mean the teenager is not matured. But you find out that most of their discussion is being centered around friendship, relationships. Yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't make friends, no, but there are some certain things. Ah, dear, my guy, what's the next plan? What do you have? As in, where are you heading to? You bring out some creative minds, and you people rub it together, and you resort it to a bigger and great plan or goal for you people to achieve. You set a goal for yourself, and not only just discussing about women. And likewise, the females. Most of them is also a 50-50% grade, because most of them will be talking about their new catch, which is a boyfriend. All these centers into relationship matters. And you find out that is the remaining 50 rare, as in rare, is rare when you see a teenager talk more about academy, or what he or she wants to try out, what he or she desires to do. Even when you find out that our parents might even have a passion for one or two things for us to learn, for them to learn, maybe a trade. Yes, maybe, because it's not everybody that is privileged to go to school. Maybe a trade, sewing. Yes, we have fashion designers both for male and female. So I think even when it comes to cooking, males now do cook. We have chefs that are males that can even cook more than the females. So I doubt if there is anything available now currently, if I should say, excuse me, that you would say no, this is specially for male, or this is specially for female. When you come to fashion, modeling, you see male, you see female. So back to what we were saying. Number one, remember, they say you discuss ideas, not people. So when a teenager is matured, they are expected to discuss more of ideas, more of lucrative ideas that will better their lives. Yes, they may not really have the money if it requires a capital, but when they are discussing such, you find out that when you give such people or such teenager opportunity, he or she will utilize it. Next to the next point, they said you love yourself as much as you love anyone else. Yes, you love yourself first as much as you love anyone else. I would even rather say you love another person. To me, oh, I would say for this point, I will even say you love anyone else as much as you love yourself. Because you find out that as we are growing, we first of all love yourself. Yes, and if you are not being taught how to give, how to love others, how to care for others, we even start it with when we are growing, with our younger ones, with our siblings. You find out that our parents are the ones that nurture us, give us that mentality, train us, tell us that yes, it's good to love others as you love yourself. So you first of all love yourself. Well, you have already loved yourself. Like the point say, you love yourself as much as you love anyone else. So when you have loved yourself, me, I believe that one should be when you are already growing up to get to the teen, as in the teenage age. When you have gotten to that teenage age, you have already is established that you should have loved yourself already. So it's now left for you to now extend that hand of love, extend that hand of friendship to people around you, not just yourself alone. I hope I'm handling these points correctly. Then the third point says you take responsibility for all that is yours, regardless of whose fault it may be. Yes, come to think of this, this affects both teenagers and even we, the youths. Yes, I had to add youths to this particular point. Let me read it again. You take responsibility for all that is yours, regardless of whose fault it is. Okay, now, most of us, let me just use for instance, we even watch it in the movies where maybe a man married two wives, or yes, a man married two wives. Then it happened that the first wife died, leaving her children behind when he now married the second one. And the second one now gave birth to her own children. And then it happened that she's now maltreating the children of the first wife. Excuse me, she's now maltreating the children of the first wife. As a result of that, she even turned them to housemaids, yes, house help, even in terms of feeding them, taking care of them, sending them to school. Those children are being maltreated. Yes, they are being maltreated. Whereas her own children is stress free. They provide, she provide them with whatever they need. But then, excuse me, but then when these children grows older, you find out that those ones she has been maltreating are the ones that later become useful. Yes, they are the ones that later become useful. And then later on, their own children, I mean the second wife's children, will now be like, hey, mommy, even when we were small, you we are supposed to you were supposed to train us, and you were busy training other people, training our stepmother's children, thinking you are maltreating them. In this situation, if you are matured, if you think you're already matured, or you are matured as a teenager, or even more than, as in your age is above the teenage age, when you know that they're maltreating them, or you as of that age, pardon me, as of that age, is already expected that you know the difference between right and wrong. So when you see that your mom is, okay, you call it maltreating, maltreating, that she's maltreating them in a wrong way, but in other words, she's also training them. Yes, she's training them. When you see that, all these things these people are doing, I cannot do it. For the girls, maybe they do the house chores, cook food and the rest. But you, all you know is you dress up yourself, you comb your hair, you make up and all that. When they ask you to cook, you cannot cook. The house chores, you are zero. Ah, my dear, you don't have your parents to blame. In as much as she doesn't want you to do anything, but you learn. That's how to know that you are matured. Yes, you learn. So let's not just apportion blames to our parents, excuse me, apportion blames to our parents for no just cause, in as much as they are always ignorant of some certain things. Our maturity comes out when we stand for the right thing. Yes, our maturity comes out when we stand for the right thing, and not just being ignorant of what is right and doing that which is wrong. Over to the next point, okay, number 4 point. They said you keep a mind open to everything and attach to nothing. This point I'm actually thinking of how to explain it. You keep a mind open to everything and attached to nothing. Okay, I will try as much as possible to explain it. Here, your mind is open. Yes, your mind is open. So, guys, when you keep your mind uh, open to everything and attach it to nothing, okay, here, I would say it has to do with you being willing. Yes, you being willing and able to receive things. When I say receive things, you listen. Yes, when people are talking, you are in a gathering, a seminar, a talk show, or whatever, and you know you are gaining something from it, you listen. Or wherever you might find yourself in, things are happening around there, you listen. If it's one you learn, you learn. But, but, yes, but attached to nothing. When they say attached to nothing, here, I would say that it implies that is not all of it that you accept. Yes, you've listened. You're a matured person. You're a teenager and you believe you're matured. not just the number 18 that makes you matured. Because me, I know that there are some teenagers that are up to 18, but they're not behaving like a teenager. That rather, sorry, they're not behaving like a matured person. So I doubt if that number 18 or even 17, because now they even include 17 as a teenage person, all of them encompasses teenagers. So when you think you're matured, when you are outside, you should be willing to learn. When you see things, when you listen to them, you know the ones you accept. It's not because they say, it's good to steal, you go and steal. No. You already know that stealing will lead you to jail, and it will be a detriment to your image, to your personality, because they will be seeing you as a thief. Not even there will be, you'll be seen and known as a thief. Yes. So in this point, I would rather say that here is just trying to let us know that we should be willing to listen. We shouldn't just start attacking a point or a situation immediately. Leave the person, let them air their views on whatsoever, whether it's a good advice or a bad advice. But you shouldn't attach your mind to it. The only place is allowed for you to attach your mind to it is if that particular thing is important. When I mean important, is positive. It will yield a good fruit for you. You will benefit from it when you utilize it. So, not wasting much of your time, we go to point number 5. Here, you give before you receive. Yes, this everybody is applicable to this. Yes, because you find out that most times it's so hard for us to give out, but we always love to be given to. Even the Bible said, you give, it will come back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over, all will be added unto you. Yes, even me myself, I'm also applicable to it. I learn from this too. It shows that you are getting matured or you are matured. Yes, you should learn how to give. Give willingly, not giving with the expectation of receiving. No, you give because you have it. You give because you want to give out. You give because you want to help. Not giving the let me just give him more. Tomorrow he will give me back. Oh, you get. So that's not the way forward. That's not the way to know that you are matured. You give and you let it go. Even if the person does not give you back or does not assist you, forget about it. That's to show that you are matured. To the next point, they said you are straight with your communication, regardless of how unsexy it may perceive. Very interesting. I read it again. You are straight with your communication, regardless of how unsexy it might perceive. Here, I believe, has to do with whatever you are saying, or maybe, for instance, you are telling people about something, a topic, and it looks uninteresting. It's not interesting at all. It's not captivating. It's not enlightening people. But when you are saying it, you that decided to tell it to other people, you already know the benefits of such thing. And all your aim, your goal should be to give it out to people, to share it with people. It's only few that knows, only few that are mature, that understands where you are heading to, will say, this thing that this person is saying is really, really meaningful. It will really, really help me out. It will go a long way if I utilize it in this or that. Yes, you are straight with your communication, regardless of how unsexy it might perceive. Over to the next point, number 7. They said you have stopped giving off image of imperfection. You have stopped giving off image of perfection, knowing no one can relate to it. Yes, you just stay in your imagination. You'll be like, ah, how will I get this thing to be so great that it will attract people? It's not everybody that understands your idea, it's only you that understands your idea. So all you have to do is just to start it up, to get started, not minding the errors and challenges and whatever that you might face. All you just have to do is just start it, give it a try. That you failed once does not mean that you're a failure. You are even matured when you fail and you still get back up and repeat the same thing again, because you know where you are heading to, you know what you are aiming at. That's maturity. That's a matured person. That's a matured teenager. Not because, okay, for instance, JAMB, WAEC, you wrote the first time, you didn't get it, or you didn't clear your papers, or for JAMB, you didn't get to the score that you needed for that particular course, and you are now downcasted instead of giving it a trial the next year. No. When you are matured and you know what you want and you know where you are heading to, all you have to do is to keep trying. Nobody is perfect, so you shouldn't bother about the perfection. People looking forward to, he did not even do it well, oh. Whereas some people will just do it once, piam, they'll just get it. You shouldn't be bothered about that. Okay. The next point, number 8, said you quit the voice in your head insisting something is always wrong. Yes, I think in a way it has a connection with this number 7 point. Number 8 says you quit the voice in your head that insists something is always wrong. Yes, I'm also a victim of this. That time you will be shy, especially people that are shy of crowd or coming out of their shell to talk. Whereas if they are being given the opportunity to talk, you find out that, he or she has a great creative mind, innovation, he is innovative. Yes, but for the fact that they are being withheld in their shell, they don't want to come out, they are being shy, they are thinking of, people will say this is not right, what will go wrong, or your mind is already telling you, I cannot do this, so it will not work, it will not work, it cannot work. We should quit, we should just not give heed whatever that is in your head that is giving you that negative mindset, that negativity, that this thing I cannot do it. You should just quit listening to that particular voice that will always tell you that every single thing you do is wrong. You should let it go and give it a trial. That's when you know you are matured. Not, when a situation comes, instead of you to give it a trial, you say, no, I cannot do it. You have not tried it. You've already concluded you cannot do it. You are not matured, because it only takes a great mind, it only takes a matured mind to give it a bold step. You see all these people that opened even this YouTube that we are watching. It took them lots and lots of trial. Initially, I doubt this is how YouTube used to be, but I believe that it took them lots and lots of trial to get to where YouTube is right now. Same applies to other social media, Twitter, Facebook, name them, WhatsApp. We know them. So we should quit the voice in our head that will always tell us that something will always go wrong when we are involved in a particular thing. We won't go forward, and that does not show that you are matured. Instead, you are still a baby that needs to be breastfed. Yes, you are still a baby. Okay, to our last point, but not the least, because I believe there's so much other points. There are so other points that I may not have drafted out here. Sorry. So the last point I have here says you don't seek what you want, you create it. Exactly. You don't, it's only you. Read my lips. It is only you that know exactly the way you want something. You will see two things that will look alike, but they're not exactly alike. Even in the clothes we wear, the rings we wear, the watch we wear, even the hairstyle we make, yes. Every single thing that is being created by a human being, some of it looks alike, but they're not the same. If you can closely look at it, you find out that they are not the same. So, yes, my viewers, guys, we should not be looking for, seeking, yes, looking for what we want, whereas what we want is within us. We should not be looking for what we want, whereas we are what we want. So, all we have to do is to create it out. We should be innovative. We should jot down those ideas and work towards it. Thank you for your little time. And I know these points have helped a person or persons watching me. Yes, you'll be wondering why I had to talk on this topic, how to know when a teenager is mature. Because you find out that when someone's child is up to 16, 17, or 18, they'll feel that years have arrived. They'll open them up to so many things. They will not even be monitoring them. I mean, our parents, even the elderly ones. Let's not just put the blame on our parents. Even we, the elderly ones, we now overlook our younger ones that we think have gotten to the age of a teenager. No, they still need our guidance, our direction. Or even if you are a teenager and you are watching me, please check yourself. If some of these points have listed out, there is one or two of it that is lacking, no, don't feel bad of yourself. Don't feel less of yourself. You are still matured. But I believe when you work towards all these points, it will still help you to go a long way in life. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And I hope you like this channel. You click the notification button down there, and also never forget to subscribe to this channel. Yes, please do subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. Please, without you, this channel will not go forward. With you, we move. I'll always say, without you, we'll move. Yes, I'll always say we move, because when one thing does not work, another will eventually work. That's okay. You can imagine, in a way, this point I listed here is also talking to me. So we learn every day. Yes, I will not feel bad of myself that I only have 2 viewers or 3 viewers. 3 viewers. I'll keep trying. It won't stop me from presenting. It won't stop me from giving out what I feel to share with people, with you guys, with you that is watching me. It won't stop me. So, notwithstanding, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you for spending your time and your data and your subscription on this channel. And I still believe that we are going forward and will continue to move forward. Never forget not to allow anybody, yes, I said anyone at all, don't allow anyone make you feel less of who you are, because you're great, you're powerful, and you are better off than the way you are yesterday. So thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I need to thank you because I know you've seen lots of video and you decided to click on this particular video. I appreciate you, but never forget to click the notification button so whenever or when next I upload a video, you definitely watch it. So see you guys next time and have a great day. Bye.